Well, hello and welcome to Rimworld. I got a special request to do some Rimworld and show off some raids and stuff. So we're going to be playing this version of the game since I've got. Let's go ahead and make sure we allow all of this. Since we've got the new DLC, figured might as well play it this way and show off some raids and stuff. What we want to do is we want to grab all of these grab light panels and the steel. Cat's right behind me making all sorts of racket. I don't think there's really much else to do here, so I'm just going to fast forward. This is the ship that you start out with. Now we do have a limited amount of time before we need to leave this area because they are going to be sending us a threat. I actually did run through. Did I get everything already? Oh, no. Hang on, guys. I need this stuff, but this is in the way. That's not helpful. Thank you. All right, let's continue getting all of our stuff. What was I saying? Oh yes, I did actually do this, like let it run down to see what happens, and it is a never-ending stream, so that's cool. Cat's chilling behind me while I do this. This won't take very long, so I'm not going to cut this particular part out. And I want to show off how this works. So let's go ahead and get in here. And once we've put everything down, let's go ahead and launch. It's going to pick the correct people to get the best quality. We are not doing well with that. Now we start here. And this is the area we can land. I would really like... Let's go ahead and turn this on. So this button right here is actually what shows landmarks. So for example, this is a landmark because it's got a valley in it. You can actually see what's going on here. I would really like... Mountain would work. Turkey habitat might not be a bad idea. I don't want anything decreased. I was actually looking to see if we had an increased... Oh, wait, where was that? Fertile would work. They'll have lots of soil. Oh, another one is here. I think I'm gonna go with this one though because it's got a mountain. Ooh, an increased plant life would be really useful. Okay, let's do this one. And let's launch. Now I'm playing on a moderately hard difficulty. I think I'm playing Strive to... Actually, you know what? I can just... show you guys. No, not this one. Where is it at? Maybe I can't show you guys at the moment. Like, I'd really like to show you guys what difficulty we're playing on, but I don't think I can do that. Let's move our landing zone right next to... Ooh, here we go. There's lots of soil here, which will be great. We'll pop this here. We're gonna need beds and stuff, so let's go ahead and confirm landing zone. And there's plenty of goodies down here, so this is a great start for us. Let's go ahead and pause real quick here. Yeah, so we're on Strive to Survive, which is not... So I think Losing is Fun, which is a reference to Dwarf Fortress, is the worst, and then there's one more higher than this. But for right now, we are okay. I need a lot of food. We're gonna need food. So I'm gonna actually turn this to rice. So rice grows really, really well on soil like this. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's also do all the basic stuff. I'll show off just kind of how I'm setting things up to start with, and then we'll move on. I'm gonna have everyone do research and stuff, not because I'm really gonna need to, but because I do want the option. I think, yeah, there we go. Now the interesting thing about hunting is it now also works for fishing, so we're gonna want that. Okay, and let's go ahead and give a schedule. I always make the sleeping a little less, so if they want to go to bed early they can, but they do not need to. And let's go ahead and make sure that they work, and I want to add in some working here, and I want to make sure that they have recreation at the end of their day, because otherwise they may not choose to do recreation, so I like to force them to do that. Let's take a quick look at this map from above. We have some time, and we have how many days? We have 5 days until our engine cools down. So we have some time. We do have 400 gravlite panels, so I'm going to start building all of this up because I want to increase the size of this pretty much stat, honestly. Do I want to build an orb? Or do I want to build like a... Let's build like a regular ship rather than an orb. I'm building an orb in a different playthrough. Let's see, that is 77 panels. That works. Let's just make like an arrow right now. I don't think we're gonna have enough steel. Now, I kind of want this person here to do construction. Here we go. And I do want to also make sure that we grab some of that wild heal root eventually because we're going to need it. So I'm going to go ahead and let them build also. Anything that's on the substructure. Ooh, we get to christen it with a new name. Jagged Eagle. I don't like that. The Affectionate Vessel. I thought that said Weasel. I don't know. Anarchy Galley. Flying Raccoon. You know what? I'm going to accept the Flying Raccoon. I want to remove these stones. Anything that's on the substructure will be coming with you, regardless of what you have to say about things. So let's go ahead and do that. I do want to grab a little bit more steel because I think we're going to need it for building walls. Now, for the record, we can't leave right now because, oh, we don't have beds. That would do it, wouldn't it? Let's build some just sleeping spots in here. They're going to be upset about it. It'll be fine. Go ahead, everybody wake up. I forgot to build beds. So let's go ahead and get this done. And this should all be planted and everything. And so the next time you see everything here, we should have a reasonable little ship. Okay, we finally have our first raid. We've got a group of Yeti. I think this, so we're very early on in the game, and then it has to do with our wealth. So our wealth is actually quite low, which is going to determine what kind of things we're going to be fighting. So we're going to be fighting one guy here. He is going to be really simple. Now, because I'm doing a grab ship, this is where we're currently at. Let me go ahead and just zoom out here. I'm trying to find steel. There's no available steel on the map, and you can check this out if you go in here and click on that, and then you can actually try and find, well, any sort of like, just do steel. That's not how you spell steel. That's still not how you spell steel. And you can actually see it will include things like compacted steel, but as you can see, there's nothing here, but there are some steel walls and stuff around that I might destroy. I'm trying to find some because we're going to need a ton. So this guy is going to prepare down here for a minute. I'm not too particularly concerned. I've got a couple visitors for, I think, 19 days, if I remember correctly. They're just a couple of refugees, and they'll be departing in 16 days. Haven't heard anything about the mechs yet, so not too worried there. I just grew some cotton, so we're working on getting everybody some clothes because it is at least partially a concern. Ah, there we go. So they're going to start their assaults. What do you guys have weapons of any type? Yeah, you know what? You guys are going to come with. I don't think we're going to need any help, but we'll just bring the full group. I'm going to bring them down here. There we go. So we've got, bring these guys to the forefront. So Lumpy doesn't get hit. Let's take you, can you move back a notch? There we go. I'm not, poor Ryan here is gonna die. Well, you're useless. So Yatakin, one of the big things that they are really good at, if I remember correctly, is great with animals, but due to the fact that I think it was this, because of his childhood, he can't work with animals. Interesting. Anyway, good luck, dude. We're just gonna leave him there. We're gonna take his joints and his meals, and I don't want, I just want to have chunks up there. I'm gonna have this down here. Oh, hey, look. There's a dead rabbit down here, and it's fresh, so we can at least carve it to get some, we'll get meat from it. My biggest thing, and it won't hurt any of my colonists, my biggest thing is I actually want the furs, because I do need pretty much everybody right now. So when you start this particular scenario, your guys are wearing vac suits because you're in space and there's no other clothes. However, I don't want my vac suits to wear down because I do have to eventually research them so that I can actually create some new ones. So what I've done is I've actually had them all strip. Of course, that means they nude. Everybody nude. Won't take that long. All right, now that we've done all that, let's launch. Let's get out of here. So that was not too bad of a launch percentage. It was green at least. This is where I can go. Ooh. So this is an ancient stockpile. The problem is that there is pollution here. I don't know if I want to land there necessarily. Let's get closer, but not too close. I don't really want to get into a mixed biome if I don't have to. Wild strawberry plant. Sure, let's do that. Every 102 days. Oh, I think we'll be good. We will definitely be done in 102 days. We don't have to worry about pollution incoming. Though this is Randy, so God knows what'll happen. As you can see, there's our ship. This is, what is in here? Oh, it's a basin. Be wary of lava fields because there's lava. I feel like that should be... Oh, I didn't mean to... Okay, I guess we're landing there. I meant to move it. Now, I think what's gonna have to happen, though... I think, yeah, so these slate walls are actually in the way, so we're gonna have to remove those. That's okay. Let's go ahead. I want to build a fence here. This will allow us to free our animals to roam. And I'm hoping, please tell me there's easily available steel. Alright, we do have compacted steel in various locations, including nearby. We do need a lot of that. So I'm going to work on that and see if we can't get... nice and warm inside the place. Can't get... I'm almost done researching solar panels. That's what I want to get done. I do already have batteries, so that's great news for us. Why is there a swan in my house? Get out. Okay, so we've been here for a little bit, and unfortunately we've got a cold snap. That is a problem because we don't really have a lot of food, and we have all these quail. I love it. Decided to do quail. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna launch out of here because honestly, there's no point in sticking around if the cold snap is gonna be there. But we do have a couple things. We've got this here, which is an ancient stockpile. Let's see here. The ancient stockpile indicates that, so underground, basically, you have to hack it and you can go under there. I think that's probably going to be where I want to go next. There isn't another one in the area. I think I've unlocked a couple. There's one down south, which I can't currently get to. But this also unlocks our first grav core. So let's go ahead. Now the problem with this is there's extreme pollution here. This is going to be an absolute pain. It's going to make this a little rough with the quail. So we're going to have to figure this out, but I think we'll be okay as long as we don't crash land or anything. It's going to be funny as hell if we do. And I don't think I've ever actually done a polluted run through. As you can kind of see here as I hover over at the very bottom here, it shows what type of area that you're in, and you can see it's very, very polluted here. I'm going to move the landing zone here. This basically means that we're going to need to make this as quick as possible because otherwise we are not going to... we're not going to survive enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over there, and I'm gonna have to suspend food production for a minute. So I'm gonna move this so that they have some food to eat, and I'm gonna immediately click on auto hack for all of these ancient stockpiles. I'm hoping we can do this. We've got 4 days to survive. Ugh. It's gonna be a little rough. I don't actually think we have the food for this. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Now, interestingly enough, I don't think there's much of anything on this particular map. So let's just go ahead and I think I have everybody pretty much, like everybody can hack. So I'm going to go ahead and let them do that. Now, as they are out here, they will get sick, unfortunately. It is just what it is. Now, the good news is it looks like these are going to take... Dang it, she's been locked out for 6 hours. But this one isn't too bad. Now, oftentimes down there are food and other supplies, so I'm hoping... really, really hoping that's how this is going to go, but we shall find out. I'm really hoping that he's able to get in, because that would be great. Okay, Veronica should not be hacking like at all. And in fact... Hammer did pretty good. Still locked out for 6 hours, unfortunately. I think these guys will be okay. And if we have to cull the flock a little bit, I will. I'm not too worried about it. Doesn't feel good, but it's fine. Actually, kind of tempted to do that right off the bat. So let's see if I can't get these things hacked. There is no wood or anything on this map. I'm going to try and keep everybody indoors unless... they are hacking, and I think, yeah, there's the toxic buildup because it is a polluted area. You... stop that. I need you... Oh, Lumpy actually can't hack anything. That's cool. Okay, everyone's a bit sick at this point. However, we did get one of the first ancient stockpiles open, so let's go ahead and just send the full group down there to see what we've got. Now, one of the unfortunate things, as you can kind of see here, we do have to hack to get further in, which does take some time, but I'm hoping there's some good stuff in here. Now, I'm actually expecting that we will eventually be attacked, so let's be real careful here. In this particular case, I don't see anything in this room of value at all, actually. Let's go ahead and hack both doors at the same time, get those going. I have another Lumpy in a different game that is actually a master hacker, so I keep getting that confused. Let's go north first. That is not going north, but thanks for that. Let's be real careful here. I don't see anything on the sides. There are some tables and stuff in here that we could destroy. We don't actually need those. Is this door? Oh no, it does need actually to be hacked, but this door is just a regular door. So let's see what we've got. Ah, this is kind of what I was hoping for. So let me send Sparks over here to open this. I'm gonna send a couple people out to go hack some doors. And let's go ahead and pick up these meals, because what we have are, well, it's food, because we're gonna need it, unfortunately. There are often other pallets of stuff and things, which is very nice. I'm gonna go through this door first. These fortified walls are a pain, which is why we are actually hacking. Oh good, more food. Let's go ahead and open this pallet. Let's go ahead and pick up these meals again. Okay, so we've got one of our first enemies here. I don't really see much in here right now, but here is a, really, right now, hearing loss. Beautiful. So, yeah, now we have hearing loss. We also have toxic buildup from being outside. We do have a sealed crate in here with a wasp trap. These are, it's 3 bots basically that will attack. It is exactly as problematic as you think it is. Ooh, we have a different trap in here, which is a hunter trap. Let's go ahead and hold open this door and pull. I'm gonna pull everyone back except for Lumpy. I want to activate. Oh, I accidentally dropped my gun. Beautiful. That is not what I meant to do. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Lumpy, run. Lumpy. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's to be expected. Let's go ahead and pick up the gun. Let's tend to Lumpy without medicine because we don't have any right now. And let's exit for right now. That was such a bad idea. Okay, let's get everybody out of here. Lumpy is health-wise not bad, but we're gonna need a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and, since she could walk, right? So let's go ahead and exit the stockpile. And all of you guys head in. You too. I think Lumpy is gonna be a little slower. So let's continue. Let's just heal up here. We do have a ton of food. Who else picked up stuff? Because we definitely had more food than that, did we not? Or did we already drop them all? We must have dropped them. Oh, she put them in here and there. Okay, well that's fine. All right, back down here. Do we have anything else open? Oh wait, we can come in here now. And I actually do want to do this because there are 2 terminals, and terminals are actually easier to hack usually. Until they're not. Okay, so Hammer's gonna hack that one, which opened up a blast door, which we can't see. And also opened up another blast door. Oh, that we can see. Very nice. Ooh, we got another food pallet. Absolutely. It's so hard to see. Ooh, Lumpy has been... Let's go ahead and tend to that. That is going to be a problem, unfortunately. We're going to try and get through some of this. There's another wasp nest down there. We're probably going to have to fight them. Okay, this is not bad. We found even more food. This gives us a little bit more time to get out of here if we can. I don't see anything in here. I don't actually think the grav core is in this particular one. I'm going to be honest with you. Are we good in here? It looks like we're good in here. Let's go ahead again. Another... I mean, the food's been worth it. I'm going to say that. Lumpy, I'm actually going to send her away. Can you actually pick that up? Thanks. I'm glad she decided to leave that. Sometimes you can loot these corpses, by the way, and they will have things like this guy has got drugs. Probably worth actually grabbing all of that. Oh, like that guy has a machine pistol. Let's go ahead and actually do that, and I think... Gas mask. There's the machine pistol. It's not the greatest thing on the planet. Yeah, this is definitely not not what we're looking for. Which is disappointing. The gear, it used to be in the past if you killed someone, you could take all their stuff off. You could still do that, but all the stuff will be tainted. And people won't want to like use it or anything, so. Hey, finally found it. However, you may notice that there is a hunter trap on that side of the map. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trigger it, unfortunately. But I'm hoping, there it is. And we also get a lot of grav light panels here. So what I'm gonna do, so Bethly here is being super annoying, so I'm gonna go ahead and send her away, and I'm gonna have everyone else grab the panels if we can. There we go. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Effectively ending what we need to do here. So let's go ahead and have them drop stuff off. Now, the grav panel, or the grav core, there's really only a couple things that are useful. One is this grav field extender, which I think is going to be what I want to do. I'm going to put that on the end of the ship, but also later, if we unlock, oh my goodness, where is it? Advanced grav tech, there is these grav core power cells, which passively create, I think, 1,200 watts of power, which will be very useful here. But I think at this point in time, we need to get the hell out of Dodge because this place sucks. And let's go, I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go over here-ish. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, that would be kind of nice. Increase plant life. You know what? Acidic smog every 215 days. I think we'll be safe. That is not going to be concerned with the grav ship because we're not going to be here for that long. But this should give us a chance to heal. Additionally, we do have rewarded war, which I think I'm going to accept. So basically, they want somebody to stop a group, and I want to do that. I think I'm gonna plop down over, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna plop down over here. And I'm gonna show off how to do like a, because we're not in a stable base, I'm gonna show how I've been doing battles. Okay, so yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. We've got some damage. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna build some fences here, like rapidly, and then I'm gonna shut this and hold this open. And get the birds out of here. They have sort of expanded, like a lot, which is a problem, just a little bit. I probably should take out, let's actually, yeah, we actually do need to take out the male, so we're not having. Also, so as you can see here, this circle is from the grav engine, but this extender gives us some additional space to expand. So that's pretty cool. You can handle, I think you can handle 6 of these. Yeah, max per grav ship is 6. So there's really no point in creating more than 6. Can I actually, there we go. I saw it. And they're gonna move all of the quail down there. And the quail will now go outside. And I think, oh, well, there we go. Be able to eat. They can wander this whole area with the rhinoceroses, which is great, I think. Okay, we're going to accept this rewarded war. And I think I'm going to go, the plasteel seems really useful, but we'll probably have a ton of it later. So I'm going to go for the Glitter World medicine and the gold. I don't think it matters here. What I've done is up here, there was all the sandstone stuff. We are being raided by somebody completely different. Are you kidding me right now? Looks like we got one guy coming in. Cool. Great news. That's going to make this interesting. But I took some of this down in order to build some barricades, which I was trying to get done sooner than later, honestly. I'm going to try and get these built. Cool. And we got a dry thunderstorm right now. That's just fabulous. Perfectly useful. Hoping maybe this guy will get stuck in there. Unwaveringly loyal. Basically means we can't, even if we did capture him, we wouldn't be able to bring him over to our side. Which, well, it's fine. And a mad Muffalo out of everything else that's going on. Alright, let's bring everybody over here. Oh, and they are beginning their assault, so it's gonna make this even more fun. Alright, let's go, I guess. Can you... I'm really hoping they can stop this stupid Muffalo before it gets here. Sparks, get out of there. Okay, well that's good. Let's go ahead and tend to Sparks. While we're waiting for the guy to get over here. He has a mace, so I think we'll be okay. Sparks, come here. Okay. Oh, this is pretty good. He's going around to the right side, so that's nice. Okay. So that's done. Let's go ahead and undraft everyone for right now. I think we still have a little bit of time before that quest, 8 hours ago. So we've got 6 hours. I'm going to create a dumping zone. Maybe over there. That'll be good. Also, that was a ton of meat, so that's pretty exciting. Let me go ahead and unsuspend everything else so that we can actually make food. Just to get him out of our way. Are you guys going to be leaving anytime soon? 4 hours. Well, this is going to be fun. They're going to leave mid-battle. So she has a bruise, but that should be fine. Let's just wait for those guys to get here and we'll see what happens. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, I think that's them. So they are over here in the fires. Good job, guys. Let's bring our folks over. What do we got? Looks like we've got 1 gunner, 2. Okay, we have a problem. I don't think this is going to be worth doing it this way. We're going to hide around this corner. Oh, they're preemptively... They're preparing. So actually we have to wait a little bit as well. And the refugees are currently leaving. That's great news for us because that means we're going to be a little understaffed for this one. Okay, here they come. So we're going to go ahead and draft. I was going to be here, but I think because of the way this is going to be, I'm going to hide. Why? Oh, you have food poisoning. Of course, in the middle of everything, we have to have food poisoning. Please take him out as quickly as possible. Okay, so these guys have tox grenades, which is why I want to get up in his face if I possibly can. I would really like you guys to do some damage. Okay, let's just have you shoot. Okay, good. So that's actually really good. I don't like the fact that we're being shot at, but... Oh my god, stop. Okay, so Skull is leaving. I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna let them go. Everybody stop. Okay, you're not gonna stop? That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Now everyone is injured, which is a problem. And we did get the Glitter World medicine and everything. So that's actually great news. So Hammer is really the only doctor that we have. So I'm gonna have him self-tend. I'm gonna go, you know what, go ahead. Use the Glitter World medicine. Let's see here. Actually, everyone should be doctoring. I'm gonna go ahead and have her tend to Sparks. Okay, actually I don't need to have you tend to Sparks. We're pretty well set up though at this point. So that wasn't terribly bad. It wasn't great. What I have been working on research wise, what quest is gonna expire? Oh, this one will put us an enemy of the Empire, and I'm not interested in doing that right now. What I was trying to say, I was trying to research smithing because eventually I do want to work towards flak armor, but it's been taking us a little time. Obviously we were using our intellectual to do other things, and so yeah, we are just slowly moving along there. And I have stuff growing at this point because we're creating a little mini base for right now. And hopefully, is that guy actually walking away? I'm impressed. He was downed. Were you a wimp? Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so I've spent a little bit of time increasing the size of our ship just a little bit. I do want to, I'm basically making it longer in the back. I think I want this to be the front. I might, well, it doesn't really matter if I move this at all. The front, this whole circle moves. But as of right now, I think we're in a pretty good place. We only have, how many is this? 73. Oh no, we have 250. I'm sorry. I was thinking we have 500, but no, we have a lot of space left. So I could probably use all of these and increase the size of our ship. But we're in a pretty good place. At this point, we are still early on, just to, you know, take note of how little money our colony is actually worth. The higher your colony is worth, the heavier the raids are. I think time also has something to do with it, but I've noticed that funds are kind of like the big thing that causes stuff to happen. So obviously that is a concern, but I think we're doing pretty good, actually. my guys would actually work. They're working on getting us some steel because I'm out at this point. I have no steel. I do want to focus on getting varying things built as well. I'm just gonna destroy a little bit more of this just to use stuff. I don't have to actually like create anything. I'm still working on smithmaking, unfortunately. So I don't know. This was fun. I might do a little bit more of this, like maybe later games stuff. I don't know. This was there was a couple reads and stuff, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see y'all later.